Hello again, dear students. My name is Rodrigo Lasso Campo, your English teacher from Easy Training, and this is EasEnglish, your English learning program. As usual, I am back with a new lesson. This time it is lesson 213, part 1, lesson 213, part 1 in Curso Básico Level 1. The title of this lesson is Shapes in Tide Pools. Shapes in Tide Pools. The first thing I'm going to do is help you understand the title of the lesson, so you don't have to look up these words in a dictionary to understand what it means. A tide pool. Let me explain what a tide pool is. It is a pool of water like this one. This is a pool of water. And this pool of water has stayed at the seashore after the seashore or the river shore or a lake shore has been hit by a big tide. And the tide has retreated. The tide has gone. The tide has ceased. The tide has ended. Following, I'm going to show you a few pictures of some tidal waves hitting the shore, the seashore, and forming some tide pools. Look at them. Now let's talk about shapes. A shape is the figure, is the form, is the external appearance of the body of a person, an animal, or a thing, or an object. So in this picture, we can see the shapes of 4 different animals that you can find in a tide pool. Because shapes can be defined or described in geometrical terms, we can say that this animal is shaped like a star. This one is shaped like a circle. And these two can be shaped like ovals. This is what we are going to be talking about in this lesson. Follow me and you will find it out. Let's go. There are pools of water on rocky shores. They are called tide pools. Many animals live in tide pools. Can you name this animal? This animal has 5 arms. It is shaped like a star. It is a starfish. Can you name this animal? This animal has 8 legs and 2 claws. Its body is shaped like an oval. It is a crab. Can you name this animal? This animal has 1 foot. It has a shell shaped like a triangle. It is a snail. Can you name this animal? This animal lives in a group. It has a shell shaped like an oval. It is a mussel. The end. To begin with, let me talk about this word, shores. A shore is the land, the dry part, is the borderline, the edge of an ocean, the sea, a lake, a river, or a coast. It's this borderline where you can walk on a coast, on a beach. That's a shore. And the writer of this lesson says that there are pools of water on rocky shores. This is a rocky shore. You can see rocks, many rocks. Rocky because there are rocks. And a shore, because this is on the borderline of the ocean, the sea, where you can walk. And he or she says that there are pools of water. This is a pool of water, and this pool of water is called a tide pool. This is a tide pool. And then the author says that there are many animals in a tide pool, that many animals live in tide pools. Here we can see a lot of animals living in a tide pool. This is the shape of an animal that lives in a tide pool. And this animal has 5 arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arms. And it is shaped like a star. It is shaped like a star. It has the shape of a star. Can you name this animal? Do you know what this animal is called in English? Well, it is a starfish. This is a starfish. We can conclude that a starfish is shaped like a star. A starfish looks like a star, in other words. Here is another animal that lives in a tide pool. Can you name this animal? Do you know what this animal is called in English? Can you name it? Well, the writer says that this animal has 8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 legs and 2 claws. 1, 2. Claws, like the claws of a scorpion. Also, the writer says that its body is shaped like an oval. The body of this animal is shaped like an oval. Here, an oval. So, this animal has the shape of an oval. What is it? It's a crab. This is a crab. Here is another shape. The shape of this animal. Can you name it? Can you name this animal? The writer asks. And the writer says this animal has 1 foot. 1 foot. And it has a shell. And the shell is shaped like a triangle. Here is a triangle. This animal is called a snail. It is a snail. Then we can say that a snail has 1 foot and a shell, and that the shell is shaped like a triangle. And here is the last shape, the shape of a mussel. The author says this animal lives in a group. And here we can see a group of 3. A group of 3 mussels. And a mussel has a shell that is shaped like an oval. Then we can say that a mussel lives in a group and has a shell that is shaped like an oval. What do you call this animal? This is a mussel. Well, to finish with, I want to summarize this lesson. Then I can say that a tide pool is a pool of water in the shore of the ocean, a river, a lake, or a coast. And many animals live in a tide pool, such as starfish, crabs, snails, and mussels. A starfish is shaped like a star. A crab is shaped like an oval. A snail shell is shaped like a triangle, and a mussel shell is shaped like an oval. And let me ask you a few questions. Can you describe a crab? Can you describe a starfish? Can you describe a snail? Can you describe a mussel? A mussel? Or in other words, what does a crab look like? What does a starfish look like? What does a snail look like? And what does a mussel look like? Have you ever been to a tide pool? Have you ever seen a real tide pool with real animals living there? Do you like tide pools? Do you like the animals that live in a tide pool? Well, dear students, I guess this is all for now. It was very nice for me to talk to you, and I will be happy to be back with a new lesson some other time. Goodbye now.